Welcome, friends. I want to talk about change and how you can change your life. Look at your childhood years. Look at when you were not an adult. And look at the years people had to look after you in order for you to survive. Look at the choices you made back then. Look at the things and hardships you have faced back then. And go to your adulthood. When you're an adult, after many years, you will be seeing a pattern. You will be seeing, perhaps in a different scale, but very similar problems you encounter. And you will be seeing very similar process. You will see very similar love affairs. You will see very similar friendships you have with your past. And you should be asking yourself a question. I'm growing up. I'm learning new things. I'm having a profession. I'm having a job. I'm having the people who are depending on me right now. And why the life is so similar, I feel like I'm stuck. It's because your choices are very similar. You feel this way. And anything that can get you out of this loophole, anything that can get you out of this loop is changing your choices. If you change your choices, your life will significantly change. Think about it. You always have more than one choice in your life, and you most likely choose the similar path that you used to choose when you were a child, when you did depend on others to make you survive. So as long as your choices are the same, the life you will be living will be the same. It won't change. And by changing your choices, you will be changing your life. It's very important. If you wish to be a change in the world, and if you wish to change yourself and the way you live your life, you have to change your choices. You have to make better choices, because otherwise you will just be in a pattern and you will never break that pattern as long as you survive. And it can be very painful. If you don't break the pattern, you will most likely die with the same problems. And this kind of problems, the same problems, they can consume you. They can make you feel weak. They can make you feel as if you're suffering very harshly. And this can make you feel very upset. And don't depend on the government. Don't depend on the other people, whether they're friends or family, to change this for you. You are the only one that can change your life. You are the only one that can be a change in the life. You are the only one that can change. It's very important that you should understand, aside from changing other people, aside from trying to change other people, which will not be very successful because there will be a serious resistance for not changing, you can change yourself. By changing and altering your choices, you will be a different person. Think about it. Let's say you eat lots of chocolate and sugar, you consume lots of dessert. And let's say your family has diabetes. Put two and two together. This will most likely result in you having diabetes. And your life will be out of control because you will have to use insulin or other anti-diabetics for the rest of your life, and you will have to live up to a standard, which is you shouldn't be having too much dessert, you shouldn't be having too much sugar, you shouldn't be having too much flavor on your food, and this will prevent you from enjoying very delicious food, and it's one of the life's most and best feelings that you can ever feel. And think about it, you will have to live in a very standard way. Go to gym, walk, run, in order to keep your belly from not having fat, so you can actually control your diabetes. And this will all be because the choices you made in the past, they will result in you having a disease which is very hard to live with, and you will be the only one to blame. And you could have chose differently. You could have paid attention to your diet. You could perform an athletic buffet behavior so that you could not be in this position. You wouldn't have belly fat, which is a leading factor for diabetes. You wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be in this chronic ill position if you made other choices. It's very important that you should be careful with your choices. And let's say this, you're drunk, you're using a car, and you are using a road which is very crowded and which is not regulated well. This can result in an accident, and this can result in a very tremendous harm for you, very tremendous harm for your health, very tremendous harm for your wallet, and you will have to live with for the rest of your life. Perhaps you can even take a life while you're driving in some certain roads. If you have all the risk factors, this will definitely increase the rates for you. Definitely will increase the risk, and it's very important. You shouldn't be acting this way, and you shouldn't be making this kind of choices, because it all depends on you. The universe has a total indifference. You will see many people, millions, perhaps billions of people dealing with hardships of life, perhaps not being able to feed their children or themselves. And none of the other humans will care about this. If they did care about it, they would change the terms, but they don't. You will see the universe and the other humans are too indifferent towards you, and you're the only one that can change your life. You're the only one that has the ability to change your life, and it all comes to you making better choices. If you depend on the others to better your life, just look at the dot-com bubble. Just look at the people who lost their houses when the year was 2008. They did feel lots of pain back then, and they didn't see a way out. But do you think that other people did care about it? The other people which had the ability to change and alter billions of people's lives because they're in that kind of position, do you think that they did care about that? They didn't. They didn't, and they will not. People will be polite to you, and you will feel like they care about you, but this is not true. People care about the things you can provide to them, what you can do for them. People don't care about you, people care about what you can do for them. And this also counts for the government. You're the only one, only single person that can change your life. And it's an immense power. We don't want to act on that power because it's too painful, Because we humans love the things that we are used to. It's too painful, but it is the only way out. Only way out is you making different choices, whether it's painful or not painful, but the end game, the end result will be better. I'll get to see you in the next video. Take care.